Monterey's Cooking Pisto style is brought to you by the Monterey County Vintners and Growers Association.
I bet you think you're in Spain. Well, you're wrong. We're in California. Folks, today, very special program. We're going to do a paella California style. Boys, bring in the pan. And when I talk about a pan, I mean a pan. Thank you very much. Okay, watch your hands. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Well, now that's a pan. So let's get started with this. This is going to be all seafood, and I'm using California seafood. And I'm using Spanish olive oil. Okay, with our California paella, we're going to be featuring a Monterey County wine. Today it's Ventana Vineyards from Doug and Luann Meter. Known them for a long, long time. They make exceptional wines, and we're going to be drinking a dry Chenin Blanc with this. Should be very, very interesting, as this dish is going to be very interesting. So, being that this is California, we could put whatever we want in it, folks. And what I like to do is add a lot of onion. And we're using sausages. Doesn't the music sound good with that? Patrick, thank you very much for coming here today. It's great music. And I like to put nice big chunks of chorizo. Look at that, how that's nice big pieces. Now paella, of course, is is Spanish, and we were there a few years back. We had some delicious, delicious paella, and everywhere you go, everyone makes their own. So that's why I'm at liberty to do what I want, because every city and every place has their own recipes. Do we have heat on? Okay. So, you know, as long as it has rice, these are the components I see. I see rice and onion and sausage. And of course, if you're going to try to find one of these pans, you're going to have a tough time, because I can't carry this back from Spain. And luckily, the burner also. And this is working real good. Okay, full speed ahead. All right. So we want to put plenty of sausage. Now there's a nice company down in Los Angeles that makes all those beautiful Spanish sausages. You know, every town has their own types of salamis, and the chorizo from Spain is completely different than the chorizo from Mexico. I mean, it's so delicious that I've had it just for breakfast with with bread and made like a salami sandwich out of it. You see, the red is from the paprika, and the Spanish, when they make the sausages, they use large pieces of meat. You see, and it's all really top quality meat. It's a whole different way of making sausage that I'm familiar with. So let's put a lot of onion in here. And I even brought some rice back from there. Real Spanish rice. Look at that. Boy, look at this. Isn't this looking good? Now, I've got one kind of sausage in there. Now I'm going to put another one in, okay? This is from Spain also. And we're going to put this guy. I'm going to chop this up. I tell you, this is more fun than whatever. But this is the way to go, I tell you. And all that nice seafood, you're going to eat a piece of sausage. Listen to this. And I got Patrick, thank you so much. Okay, give this another few minutes and we'll come back to it. Oh, folks, look at that. Isn't that nice? Now we got two kinds of sausage. We got the onion, we got the music, we got the wine after we make this, otherwise we won't make it. Okay, now let's put the rice. Look at that, we got the rice, folks. This is incredible. Man, anybody want to do a party, you call me, I'll be there. I'm not cheap, but I'll be there. Look at it, now we got to stir the rice. Now I use real Spanish rice here, folks. But you can use any Italian rice. Whoop. And coat it good. And once you coat it real good, then we're going to add the wine when we come right back. Wow, look at this, folks. Man. Okay, now you add the wine. Whoa. If Tim Allen could see me now. Look at that, look at that. Just a little bit of red. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Now, the difference between risotto and paella is once you put it in, you don't stir it. Once you put the stock in, you don't keep playing with it. You just kind of let it cook on its own. So, what I'm going to do now is start adding the seafood. This is some calamari. And for those of you that don't know what calamari is, that's squid. Here's some Monterey Bay sand dab fillets that we want to break up in there. Okay. And here, look at this. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Look at this rock. Oh, this is Monterey. This is a California halibut. And I'm just going to cut them because I know these are going to break up. Okay, we're adding nice big chunks of halibut because, like I said, I'm going to stir this real good and get it going, and then we're going to leave it alone. Now we're going to add some Monterey Bay rockfish. Nice and fresh. I mean, this was real beautiful. Our fish today is a courtesy of Consolidated. Look at beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, make sure we have enough of that. Save some for dinner. Okay, okay. Then we got some, look at this, we got some California lobster tails, folks. These are from down south. I'm just going to leave them in nice big chunks. And whoever gets one is the lucky guy. And we're going to use that as garnish. Now, spiny lobster, believe it or not, come from California, usually from around, I believe, San Diego South. And most of them, I understand, are now sold to Europe, which is interesting. So when you go there and have some lobster and you say, boy, this is great European lobster, you're eating California lobster tails, fresh lobster. We're going to save those for decoration. Look at that. I'm just breaking them because whoever gets this is going to be like, you know, finding something very special. Let's move this around a little bit. Okay, let's just... You see why I have fun doing this? This looks like a big mess right now, doesn't it? Well, once this cooks, you're not going to believe how good this is. Now, what else we got here? Oh, we got to put some shrimp in. Now, this is also California. This is caught up around Northern California. These are called California pink shrimp. And then I've got some nice big pieces of swordfish. And you know, it's very meaty. And we'll just throw some chunks of that in there. You know, the real place to do this would be on the beach. If you don't have a hurricane blowing. Because then that would be really a lot of fun. Seagulls will probably get you though. Okay, look at that. Now I need salt. And I need pepper. Okay, let's see here. I need pepper. Use fresh ground. And let's not be shy with the pepper. Now I got some chopped tomato. Now believe it or not, in Spain, they don't use too much saffron. They like to use the tomato to color. But I got some saffron. And let's not be stingy. But like I said, every place we went, everyone had their own recipe. Okay, we got the stock. That's hot. All right. Okay, now this is a stock I made out of the crab shells and lobster shells. And when we come back, I'm going to start adding the stock. Believe it or not, this is cooking, folks. Out in the wind and everything, this is working real well. Look at that, man alive. Whoa. Now, I'll tell you one thing. You couldn't afford, you can't afford to serve this in a restaurant. This is very expensive. Okay, this is a hot stock now. I've got, this is crab and lobsters. Okay, and I made that. That's real nice and hot temperature-wise. Okay. Wow, look at this. I tell you, without the music, I couldn't have done it, Patrick. Thank you very much. Isn't that nice, folks? Well, there you have it. Now all we have to do is be very patient, maybe do a little dance, drink a little wine, give this a good half hour or so, let the rice absorb these stocks that have been simmered for hours, and let the fish cook and release its juices to make. Cody, just wait, you'll get some later on. So I'd say give it a good half hour, and then this will be ready to eat. Well, folks, all you need is a paella pan, a fabulous guitarist, Carla from Montana Vineyards.
Hi, how are you doing, John? Nice to see you, thank you.
And you too can create one of these. I'm going to put the finishing touches on this. Like I said, this is California style, so I'm putting some fresh corn And we're gonna put some peas because it's not paella without the peas. And you getting hungry?
Yes, absolutely. It smells
Now, you want to
wonderful.
talk about the wine we're gonna do with this?
We've chosen a dry Chenin Blanc to go with the paella.
Uh-huh.
This is a California grown. It's grown on Monterey vineyards. It's a dry Chenin Blanc, which means you get the floral tones on there, but also you get a nice acidity, which is going to bring the flavors in your paella out beautifully.
Oh boy. Well, you know, people are used to always sweet Chenin Blanc.
Yes, this is a very different wine. This is more like a French Vouvray in style.
Ah, the Vouvrays, yes. Very, very good. I'm really anxious to try the combination. You know, part of the paella is to make sure you have hungry people around. Do we have hungry people there?
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
The colors are beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Now we're going to put some crab. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, Doug and Luann have been making that beautiful wine now for many, many, many years. Most of their juice was sold up north.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Monterey County grows 35,000 acres of vines right now, so most of those do go up. We only have 37 wineries here at the moment,
Wow.
but more are coming in daily.
Isn't that nice? Well, Monterey is here. Well, folks,
Beautiful.
I think there you have it. If I do any more to this, the guys are going to kill me because I think they're pretty hungry. But I think we got it. Well, you know, all this talking has made me a little thirsty.
Yes, let's get one
think-
open.
I think we ought to try this. Very curious. Remember, we put some of this wine. In fact, I put a whole bottle in there.
It's always good to cook with good wine.
Always, you know, I really believe in that. But maybe you should tell us a little bit more about Ventana.
Well, the winery has been in production for 20 years. The vineyard has been growing for 25 years, so we're a well-established Monterey County wine.
Salute.
Salute.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, boy, a lot of fruit. Has a nice dryness to it. I think it's going to go fantastic.
A little bit of acidity too
Yeah.
to kind of help those flavors.
I think
Great.
it's going to go real well.
Thank you.
So I think we ought to taste some of this. You know, when I talked to Luann and Doug about doing a big giant paella, I thought maybe they didn't know I was going to do something like this. But she says, I want you to try our dry Chenin Blanc. You know, Chenin Blanc is usually very sweet, but tasting other fish with some late harvest Rieslings was, I tell you, it's a marriage made in heaven.
Yes.
And this has enough fruit in it, and it's still dry. This is a perfect match for this.
Good. The balance of the acidity to the
Absolutely perfect.
fruit is perfect.
Yeah, and the sweetness of all the seafood.
Yes, try
And
this.
you know, I think we should try it. And let me see if I can give you a little bit of, look at this,
Oh, my
folks.
goodness.
My. We got enough here for maybe 30, 40 people. And you know, Doug and Luann are just coming in with their helicopter. You can hear her in the back. Well,
Let's give this a go.
but we're not going to wait for them, I'll tell you.
No,
Nope.
this is looking forward to this. Tremendous. Very good, thank you.
Not bad. Well, you know what? Tastes a little bit like Spain. It really does. I like all the corn in there. Everything works. But you know what really makes this very sweet? Is our musician.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Patrick,
Thank you.
I gotta thank you, man. We're saving you some of this.
That's my.
And we're gonna save you some wine. And folks, I hope you enjoyed this show. I really enjoyed doing it. This was a tough one, but I had a lot of fun doing it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, my pleasure.
The wine is
Thanks.
right on the button. Patrick's right on the button, and the crew wants to eat. So see you next time.
Thanks.